In this video, I'm going to show you proof that the servant in Isaiah 53 is not a single individual. The prophet Isaiah uses the Hebrew pronoun lamo, which means to them, for the servant in Isaiah chapter 53, verse 8. And this creates a problem for Christian translators because they are committed to casting JC as the servant of Isaiah 53. Now you will notice that the people of Israel are frequently addressed in the Tanakh in the singular form in order to highlight the nation's singular destiny. However, the prophets never speak of an individual in the plural. Therefore, the use of the Hebrew word them demonstrates that the servant of Isaiah 53 is not an individual. But Christian Bibles avoid this problem by mistranslating the Hebrew word lamo as him in the singular rather than them. And this is why the Christian NIV translates this verse, "For the transgression of my people he was stricken." But the KJV tells on itself because there are multiple verses where they translate lamo correctly. And you'll find those verses in Genesis 9 and 26, Deuteronomy 32 and 35, Deuteronomy 33 and 2, Job 6 and 19, Job 14 and 21, and Psalms 2 and 4. That's not the end of the list. Here are 9 more instances where the Christian KJV translates the word lamo as them. And in case you need more proof, here are 3 more instances where the Christian KJV translates lamo as them or their. So why does the Christian KJV purposely mistranslate Isaiah 53, 8b? It is because they want you to believe that the suffering servant is a single individual. John 12:38 is not a fulfillment of Isaiah 53 and 1. But the New Testament asserts that it is a fulfillment. The New Testament says that because many people did not believe the miracles of the one who calls himself the light, this disbelief somehow was a fulfillment of Isaiah 53 and 1. First, let's read John chapter 12, verses 36 to 38 in context. It reads, "While ye have light, believe in the light, that ye may be the children of light. These things spake Jesus, and departed, and did hide himself from them. But though he had done so many miracles before them, yet they believed not on him, that the saying of Isaiah the prophet might be fulfilled, which he spake, Lord, who has believed our report, and to whom has the arm of the Lord been revealed?" Now let's read Isaiah 53 and 1 in context to see if it has anything to do with people not believing in a miracle worker who calls himself the light. And since Isaiah 53 and 1 picks up in the middle of the story, we will begin in Isaiah 52 to find out what's going on. Isaiah 52 and 1 says, "Awake, awake, Zion, put on thy strength, O Zion, and do thou put on thy glory, Jerusalem, the holy city. There shall no more pass through thee the uncircumcised and the unclean." So now we know that so far we're talking about Zion, also known as the children of Israel. And the subsequent verses talk about all that Yah's people endured. Number 1, you have been sold for naught. Number 2, you have been ransomed with silver. And number 3, you sojourned to Egypt and were forcibly carried away by the Assyrians. Then in Isaiah 52 and 10, Yah talks about how he will deliver Zion. He says he will reveal his holy arm in the sight of all the nations, and all the ends of the earth shall see the salvation that comes from our God. Then in Isaiah 52:13-14, Yah says that his servant, also known as Zion, also known as Israel, shall understand and be exalted and glorified exceedingly. And many shall be amazed, because this nation, previously without glory from men, has been exalted. Verse 15 says, "Thus shall many nations wonder at him." Who is him? We're still talking about Zion, also known as Israel, also known as Yah's servant. It says, "Thus shall many nations wonder at him, and kings shall keep their mouths shut. For they to whom no report was brought concerning him shall see, and they who have not heard shall consider." So all of this leads up to the verse in question. And so far, we have the Most High telling his people to wake up and put on their glory. He is reminiscing on what they endured, and he is talking about how he will deliver them. And he is saying that the nations and the kings will be amazed because they had not received a report concerning Zion, also known as Israel, also known as Yah's servant. They haven't heard about them. And so these kings say, "Who has believed our report? And to whom has the arm of the Lord been revealed?" These kings are shocked. They can't believe what they have learned, that these people who had previously been without glory are the people of the Most High. They are asking the question, who believes our report? Does anyone else believe that these are the people of the Most High? To whom is the arm of the Lord revealed? Has Yah revealed the identity of Zion, also known as the children of Israel, also known as his servant, also known as the arm of the Lord, to anyone else? So this is the context of Isaiah 53:1. And we know that this is not the first time that Israel is referred to as the arm of the Lord. You can find it in Isaiah 51:9. So how does the New Testament conclude that this prophecy is referring to a miracle worker who calls himself the light? These passages in Isaiah have nothing to do with John 12:38, and nothing written in these passages was fulfilled when the people rejected the miracle worker who called himself the light. If it had been fulfilled, at least 9 things would have had to happen in John 12:38 to make this true. Number 1, the waste places of Jerusalem would have had to break forth in joy. Isaiah 52:9. Number 2, the Lord would have had mercy on Zion and delivered Jerusalem. Isaiah 52:9. Number 3, the Lord would have revealed his holy arm in the sight of all nations. Isaiah 52:10. Number 4, the ends of the earth would have seen the salvation that comes from our God. Isaiah 52:10. Number 5, the children of Israel would have gone out from the midst of the nations. Isaiah 52:11. Number 6, the Lord would have gone out first in advance of them, and the God of Israel would bring up the rear. Isaiah 52:12. Number 7, Israel, his servant, would understand and be exalted and glorified exceedingly. Number 8, many shall be amazed at thee, and many nations shall wonder. Isaiah 52:14. And number 9, the kings would have asked out loud, does anybody believe what is happening? None of these 9 prerequisites happened in John chapter 12, verse 38. Not one. The fact that a miracle worker who called himself the light did some miracles and people didn't believe him has nothing to do with the prophecy of Isaiah. It is yet another example of how the New Testament yanks the Holy Scriptures out of context to advance its agenda.